Welcome back to Pooping PNSB and congratulations on 2,500 subscribers. And to your subscriber special, Michael's worst school day ever, area underscore asked me to make a reaction for you. So here it is. It's kind of odd to think, which one of Michael's school days would be the worst. There's a lot of pretty bad school days he had. The one where he wasn't allowed to breathe, the hypnotizer. The school was tough back then, wasn't it?
Once I went to school smiling all over my face. They said, "Right, Mick, stop that stupid smiling. You fuck, just sit down. God, I hate you." I said,
"What a rude teacher." I'm assuming it was the teacher. Or kids, kids still rude.
"All right." And off I went to my desk and sat down and started crying. Then suddenly, while our teacher came in, she had a moustache.
So it was kids. Okay.
And she said, "Hey, everybody, I'm Mrs. Rosen, and today I'm going to teach a thing or two about mathematics. That really boils my tea. It really bags my plums. Look, it really shreds my schedule, because..."
Pedals my schedule and scrams.
"If there's one thing I can't stand, it's learning sine, cos, and tan. We know
Sine, sinus, cosinus, tangents.
Cos and tan really shreds my schedule, because if there's one thing I can't stand, it's learning sine."
Sinus, yeah, I used to know this. Some study that I used to know. Yes.
Cos and tan.
Tan.
We
Cotan.
know that already, but our teacher, Miss Fat Fucking Rich, be so boring, we all be snoring, got so...
How funny, because I snort right when this joke says. Although I snort not from boredom, but from laughter, because this is funny.
bored, I used to write out swear words or phrases on Haribo sitting in front of me, and I saw him sleeping away like mad. And I suddenly need to have a sitting in front of me, and I saw him sleeping away like mad. And I suddenly need to have a yes. So I put up my hand. "Yes," said the wicked witch of the west. "Can I go out and do some breathing?" And she'd say, any other day I'd have said, "Of course I can, you fool." But that day I didn't make any noise at all. Once more, from the beginning. Once I went to school. No. So there I was, squeezing the end of my willy. So I figured, I think I'll trick one of these idiots. So I said to Jack Davis of Jackney, "I can hear people." So he said, yeah, I bet you can't. So I said, "Okay, watch this." I put my thumb.
Whoosh! Mom found the piss drawer.
Round the edge of the desk lid, so when it went when it went round, there was enough room to put my diddle under the desk lid, so I could urinate without making a sound. So I start being. So I'm going, but then my thumb slips out and the lid shut round the corner. I mean,
I slapped my penis with the desk lid. Yow!
penis. Oh no! Whoa! So I start yelling and crying. There was the noise of my balls bursting. There was blood all over the
CBT from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia.
fucking floor, and everyone was looking at me. My balls bursting. There was blood all over the fucking floor, and everyone was looking at me. I started kissing blood right in front of everyone in class.
Oh, the sentence mixing is so smooth here, despite and everything and everyone, despite how much it cuts in between different sources, it's still so smooth.
Looking at me. I was bursting. There was blood all over the fucking floor, and everyone was
just seamless.
Looking at me. I started kissing blood right in front of everyone in class. And I said, "Can I go to the nurse's office, please?" Mum said,
Oh, I could listen to this forever.
Mum said, "Miss, to the nurse's office, to the nurse's office, the nurse's office, the nurse's office, to the nurse's office."
The nurse's office. That must have taken a long time to. I'm gonna right away. It's not even the end, but the nurse's office. It's.
Please, Mum said. Mrs. Rosen said, "I don't know. Can you?" And the whole school starts to laugh. And off I went. Just.
Little genius.
See, the fiercest nurse in the world. It was Miss Goodfellow with a lollipop in her hand. And she said, the fuck do you want now?
Wait, was there some kind of secret text or just the usual title from the poem?
In her hand. And she said, the fuck.
No, yeah, just conversations with a 2-year-old.
Do you want now? I was just about to start snorting away like mad. I think you know what I went. And she started crying. And I didn't put my hand on her shoulder in case I get sued for sexual harassment. But she said, take 2 of these every 3 hours. And the nurse gave me a paper bag. One paper bag. And it's full of pills.
That makes me remember that one. I think it was 256 Spy alternate. Yeah. The one where he on Halloween he comes in possession of some pills and tries to give them to the ducks, but accidentally swallows them and starts hallucinating. And like just runs around the Halloween decorations going.
And I go back to class with a bit of cotton on my wiener because that makes sense. And yet, it doesn't. Not at all.
I mean, it stops blood, so...
Anyway...
yes, the mirror.
Anyway, I was really angry. It's not fair. I can't pee around here. But then, of course, it got worse because I just randomly felt like I needed to take shit, so I...
Peeled off the paper.
Put up my foot.
The Michael Rosen boss fight, classic. So then they peeled off the table layer by layer.
I'm in my hand. Yes, said the teacher. Quick, can I go to the bathroom? She said, no. I said, it's hurting. I've got to do it.
Yes, Michael Rosen's bathroom fiasco.
So then I did it, right in the middle of school. To start with, I thought it was a fart. But then, of course, it starts running down my thigh.
And funny, I just like read some green text recently about a guy who like ate some very bad chicken at school and like it got to like right in the middle of a class. He soiled it, and it like was so bad that they had to change the floor in the class. Yeah, and he had to go to like he was taken by the ambulance because that's how bad it got. But nobody made fun of him. Everyone thought that he was cool for stinking the classroom up so much that it needed to get the floors changed.
And suddenly I remembered this fun rhyme that my friend Haribo used to say. If you need paper, you have to ask. Right in front of everyone in class. Okay, that's not...
Oh no.
That's not happening at all. What you had to do was put...
That sudden freeze frame is very funny. Oh no, he's gonna poop in the desk lid as well, is he?
You have to do under the desk lid when no one's looking. So once more, from the beginning. Once I went to...
Oh, and this reminds me of some guy who got tricked into believing that if he throws his feces into the attic, that squirrels will just take it away, that it just dries up and then squirrels just take it and get it somewhere else. But yeah, and he for some reason kept just tossing, instead of using the bathroom, he kept tossing his feces into the attic because there was a little trap door to the attic in his room. And yeah, the house was pretty badly damaged by that.
No. I had to reach down, deep down, inside. So I was in there trying to get it out with me bare hands. It was horrible. So I figured it out, but it was slippery and all slimy. And it darted out of my hand. And it went on the floor, and Richard, sitting behind me, stopped working off for at least 3 seconds, and he smells it. His eyes melted, and he goes, watch out, everybody. Michael's just taken a massive shit in his pants. Anyway, then he went back to masturbating. Look.
Oh, I thought he meant as in like just, you know, not being productive in the classroom, not like show. Okay.
Everyone in the class looked round, and I cried. Then there was something else. It said, the... Get off me! Actually, Actually, the teacher's phone rings really quietly, and she sits up. Mrs. Rose,
The teacher what?
actually, the teacher's phone rings
Oh, phone ring.
really quietly, and she sits up. Mrs. Rosen here. Who is? She stops. Suddenly, she looks pleased. And Mum turned. Mrs. Rosen turned to me and said, "Congratulations, you just got to 2.5 thousand. My lord, I don't. Congratulations, you just got to 2.5 thousand.
Oh, yeah, thousands. subscribers.
My lord, I don't
Fourth wall breaking.
believe it. I really don't believe it. And Haribo woke up and he said, "Hooray!" And then he started sleeping away like clothes in a suitcase. Then Richard pats my shoulder and says, "Right, you." Well, actually, he said, "Well
That's been done already. That is a classic. Right, you.
done. Now clean up the pile of crap on the floor." And I said,
Don't want to.
"Not now. People are watching." And he said, "Fair enough." And then he goes back to masturbating again. Suddenly, the going out bell went. Boing, 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 boing. And then we went home. And I never went back. Mind you,
I never cleaned it either.
I never cleaned up my shit either.
Ah. Oh. You deserve more than just 2,500, man. Ah. It's so amazing, man. I love these kinds of YTPs where Michael just simply tells a story, you know. Not like those are good as well, you know, like where Michael is actually shown like going around places and doing stuff, but there's a certain charm to him simply telling the story as if it's just another poem. Ah, so amazing.